Valentine's Day is coming up, and for me, there's only one place I trust, 1-800-Flowers.com. This year, 1-800-Flowers wants to make sure you're a Valentine's hero with an exclusive offer. Double the roses for free. When you buy 1 dozen, they'll double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. It's the perfect way to say I love you without breaking the bank. Trust me, 1-800-Flowers always delivers. To claim your Double the Roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/ACAST.
On today's Smart 7, Starmer presses go on nuclear power. Trump faces court action on several fronts and much more. It's Friday, 7th of February. It's Ballet Day and happy birthday, Susie Eddie Izzard.
The Smart 7. It's news, but
Not the news.
The EU's climate monitoring service Copernicus announced on Thursday that the planet's record-breaking hot streak continued in January. Temperatures remain at 1.75 degrees above pre-industrial levels at a time when they were expected to drop. With the US backing off climate change and green initiatives, there's likely to be increasing pressure on the UK and Europe to move faster on clean energy. So, Thursday saw Prime Minister Keir Starmer announce a new scheme to roll out so-called small modular reactors to bring nuclear power to locations across the UK.
We're going for innovation, technology, small modular, which I think will be a huge part of the future, and of course, making it more available in different places. Many other sites can come forward. The potential for that is huge.
The intention is that the reactors will power data centres for AI and reduce dependence on fossil fuels, although Greenpeace aren't happy. Energy Minister Michael Shanks was also warning that the technology is still in development, so it may take time for the impact to be felt.
I would love to be able to tell you as Energy Minister that I could sort of make that happen tomorrow. That's not going to be the case. There will be a process here, but everything this government is doing is about moving further and faster so that we can deliver the energy system we need for the future.
It's been hard to keep track of the whirlwind of new executive orders and dramatic cost-cutting in the first 2 weeks of the Trump presidency. The courts appear to be slowly catching up with some of the more outrageous acts carried out by Elon Musk's DOGE operation, as a judge limited their access to sensitive data and Treasury payment services on Thursday evening, while USAID workers also sought a freeze on his efforts to dismantle the humanitarian agency. Musk's team have apparently been using AI to run high-speed audits of government departments. Another of Trump's schemes has continued to cause shockwaves around the world, and that's his Riviera of the Middle East plan for Gaza. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres found himself reiterating basic tenets of international law on Thursday.
In the search for solutions, we must not make the problem worse. It is vital to stay true to the bedrock of international law. It is essential to avoid any form of ethnic cleansing.
While Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has been talking up Trump's plan, which Donald was still tweeting about on Thursday, former Israeli PM Ehud Olmert was taking a much more relaxed approach to the whole scheme.
These are just statements without anything behind it, and I think that it will disappear sooner than most people think they are. This is a collection of nonsense. You don't take it seriously. The Minister of Defense is not taken seriously here.
The Bank of England cut interest rates again on Thursday for the third time in a row, but somehow what should be good news for mortgage holders ended up sounding like a warning of more bad news to come. Despite Chancellor Rachel Reeves' best efforts, the bank reduced the forecast for economic growth to just 0.75%, which is half of what it was in November. The bank also warned that inflation is expected to increase throughout the year, which may lead to something called stagflation. That's where an economy can't grow its way out of decline. Governor of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, says that while inflation may cause a bump in the road, there's no way around the fact that the promised growth will take a while.
Structural policies take time to come through. When we're looking at obviously a 2 to 3 year horizon here, you wouldn't expect a lot of that to come through quickly. But I don't for a moment want to leave you with the thought that therefore we don't think it matters, because it does matter.
Thursday saw Donald Trump attend the National Prayer Breakfast, a traditional bipartisan annual event in Washington. The new president used the occasion to rant at length about air traffic control systems and to announce that he'd instructed new Attorney General Pam Bondi to launch a task force to protect Christians. He says the task force will aim to stop all discrimination towards Christians and will focus on government agencies including the DOJ, IRS and FBI. He also revealed that his near-death experience in Butler, Pennsylvania during the campaign had changed his relationship with religion.
None of us knows exactly when our time on earth
will be over. A truth I confronted a few short months ago when there was an incident that was not fun.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, it's time to book your Carabao Cup final tickets and Rihanna's dropping new music. Right after this.
Okay, business leaders, are you here to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP. NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one convenient suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accounting, your finance, your HR, your e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. Upgrade your playbook and make the switch to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/tech. netsuite.com/tech.
Welcome back. We know now who the two sides facing each other in the Carabao Cup final at Wembley on Sunday 16th of March will be. Thursday night saw Spurs travel to Liverpool with a slender 1-goal lead, but it wasn't enough to get Ange Postecoglou's side through. Liverpool won a convincing 4-0 victory, which saw an aggregate scoreline of 4-1 for Arne Slot's men and more heartbreak for Spurs. Liverpool will now meet Newcastle in the final, who thumped Arsenal 4-0 as they chase their first silverware in 70 years. Arne Slot says his players are looking forward to the big day.
It's not normal to reach a final. We should always be aware of that. So we are working so hard every single day. And even for these players, they have played many finals, but it still should be special for them to go to a final as well.
It seems incredible that it's been 25 years since the first Bridget Jones movie hit our screens. Now, Renee Zellweger and Hugh Grant are back for a fourth instalment, Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy, which hit cinemas on Valentine's Day. While the movies have become iconic, they were based on best-selling books by author Helen Fielding, and it all started off as a newspaper column back in the 90s. Helen says she's proud of the way that the character has adapted to modern life and new challenges nearly 30 years later.
Bridget was fighting the stereotype of a single 30-something girl effectively being Miss Havisham. And here, Bridget's facing the oppressive stereotype of the older woman and all these weird images of what a woman in her 40s, 50s, 60s is.
If you're one of the fans wondering when Rihanna will finally drop new music, there was sort of good news on Thursday. She's written new songs, but they're not for her own album, they're for the new Smurfs movie. Rihanna stars as Smurfette. She's also written songs for a new musical version of the Little Blue cartoon story, and she has an executive producer credit too. The cast also features James Corden, Natasha Lyonne and Hannah Waddingham, and it's due to hit cinemas this summer.
In Smurf Village, every day is a party. Every Smurf has a job, like Grouchy.
I hate having a job.
Influencer.
Smash that subscribe button.
And me, the coolest Smurf in the whole village.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
To make switching to the new Boost Mobile risk-free, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Because you have nothing to lose. Boost Mobile is offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
No, I asked why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Oh.
Wouldn't.
Because you love wasting money as a way to punish yourself because your mother never showed you enough love as a child?
Whoa. Easy there.
Yeah.
Applies to online activations. Requires port in and auto pay. Customers activating in stores may be charged non-refundable activation fees.